I played over 100 hours in Marvel Rivals and unlocked the true secrets to becoming slightly less terrible at the game. Playing over 100 hours in Marvel Rivals. Did I get good?
Oh, that didn't end well.
Not quite yet. But did I figure out how to actually enjoy the chaos?
Yeah, Spider-Man. Kinda. Oh,
You right I did. Between getting actually wrecked by pros, learning new heroes, and just goof around with friends, I learned a lot. So whether you're here to pick up some tips, laugh at my fails, or just figure out if I know what I'm doing, stick around. I'm gonna break it all down. Lesson 1. Study the enemy. Marvel Rivals will surprise a lot of people, but it has some strategy involved into it. I used to think I could just play my favorite hero, I could jump into the enemy line and just start punching my way to victory. After doing that a couple hundred times and dying every single time, I learned maybe I should know what these characters could do. So that's my tip for you. Go in a practice arena, and even if you don't intend to play these characters, learn every ability so you know what to do when you go against a certain hero. Now, before I dive in, I look at what the team has, see who can stun lock me, and go after the squishies. Basically, I think I upgraded from being clueless to mildly aware. Progress, right? Lesson 2. Timing is everything. One of the first things I realized in Marvel Rivals is that just because you have an ability or ultimate doesn't mean you need to immediately use it. Trust me, I learned this the hard way by playing the Hulk. Every time I activate my ultimate, it's a loud shout, and that cues the enemy to turn around and kill me in seconds. It's a very terrible experience. But the key lesson here is time. Think of it like checking out at a grocery store. You don't jump into the first line you see. You scope it out, find the fastest lane so you can avoid the chaos of waiting in line. Treat your abilities the same way. Make each one of them count. Lesson 3, embrace the L. This is going to be a tough pill to swallow for some people, but you're going to lose. After playing over 100 hours, I lost a lot, but I learned way more doing losses than wins. For example, don't try to solo the team as Hulk because you will die super fast. Instead, take notes from the losses, figure out what went wrong, talk to your teammates if you're playing with friends, and use that to improve. Or you could be like 90 other percent of the gamers who blame the lag. Don't be that guy. We're not that guy. Lesson 4. Enjoy the chaos. At the end of the day, Marvel Rivals is a crazy, unpredictable, and honestly hilarious game to play. Don't take it too seriously. Lean into the chaos. Try out crazy new strategies and just enjoy the ride. After all, it's not about being the best. It's about having a blast trying to figure it all out. Learning is one thing, but winning, that's where the real fun starts. Up next, I share some strategies that me and my friends use to help go from losing badly to losing slightly less badly. Let's get into it. Tip 1. Save the big guns. One of the biggest mistakes I used to make was overcommitting way too early. This usually involves me diving in the middle of the group, trying to punch everybody, yelling for heals, and ultimately dying. Instead, I learned to play more conservatively in the early game, waiting to see what the opponents do, see how they react. This allowed me to save my best moves where they really counted. Think of it like keeping an ace up your sleeve, except instead of cards, you got pure destruction just waiting for the perfect moment to be released. Tip 2. Stay smart, stay safe. If there's one thing Marvel Rivals taught me, is that standing in the wrong place can make you into an easy target. I learned this the hard way by getting attacked by every AoE imaginable or stun locked to hell. Now, when I play Marvels, I usually think about my position like choosing a seat in a concert. Close enough to enjoy the action, but not so close that I get trampled in the mosh pit. Tip 3. Target the big targets first. Now, this seems something that it's very obvious now, but when I was first playing, I was so distracted with everything, and it seemed like I was always trying to fight 1v6, which is no way to win in this game. Nowadays, what I like to do is target the big targets first in the enemy team, get them first, and then kill everybody else later. Now, the biggest targets doesn't mean tanks. necessarily. I usually go after the supports or flying heroes. Usually if I take them out, my team have a much easier team fight, and then we win the overall objective. These are the tips that took me from barely surviving to actually winning matches. Let me leave you with one piece of advice that kind of ties everything together. Don't take yourself too serious. The game is chaos, so let's just have fun with it. So, playing 100 hours of Marvel Rivals, it boils down to all these lessons and tips and a whole lot of chaos. To recap, study your opponent, time your abilities, and don't forget to have fun even when you lose. And if you enjoy me mumbling my way through this game, don't forget to like and subscribe. It really helps the channel out. Oh, and drop down your best Marvel Rival tips, because clearly I need some help still. Until next time, keep smashing and keep learning, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.